Bass boater coming around the corner. Nothing else but birds and fish. And this is a beautiful anchorage at Briar Creek. Hi, we're Mark and Mel. After raising 4 amazing daughters who are now raising our 12 grandchildren and helping people on land in the real estate business for over 30 years, we're now realizing our goal of a year-long adventure cruising America's Great Loop on our boat Paradise. This is a 6,000-mile journey through waterways that include the Atlantic and Gulf Intercoastal Waterways, Great Lakes, Canadian Heritage Canals, and inland rivers of America's Midwest cities. Join us as we navigate over 100 locks, explore cities large and small, and experience an unforgettable journey through America's Great Loop. This anchorage at Briar Creek is so beautiful. So we're kind of celebrating the last of the quiet legs of unpopulated area of the western side of America's Great Loop, because we are about 20 to 25 miles from Mobile, Alabama, and more population. So I'm just enjoying one last morning of this quiet, peaceful way to get up. It is amazing. It's been a wonderful time, an experience of going from busy down the riverways and around lots of population and boaters and barges and locks, and now to the last few nights of anchoring out where it's beautiful along these stretches in these coves. So I'll just show you what we got to wake up to this morning. But this Briar Creek is not in Skipper Bob's book, but I don't know if he ever stayed here or not, but it's below the last one he shares, one of the few last ones he shares in his Skipper Bob's book. And we found it on but it and a few other loopers had stayed here before, so they said it was great anchorage, and it is. And the tide is coming in, so take a look. And it's about 57 degrees, so we are close to the Gulf of Mexico. You can tell the weather's changing. It's supposed to get windy and rainy, but other than that, if we can get in a marina, we'll be fine. So I'll let you know how it goes.
Dodging a few logs as we get into the Mobile area. Coming into the largest city we've seen in quite some time. This is Mobile, Alabama. I believe that's called the Cochran Bridge. Rain in the forecast today, and we're trying to get into a marina in the Dog River area before it starts raining. About 2 hours of cruising left to get to the far south side of Mobile where Dog River's at.
Pretty much the smell changes around here as you come into Mobile Bay because we're away from all those beautiful trees and preserves along the river to the city, and actually a high industry area where I can hear you can hear the seagulls, but you can also hear a lot of heavy equipment. You see a lot of what looks like refining factories and cranes and gigantic warehouses, and lots and lots more tows and barges around here. So we're getting into high traffic area. The convention center, there is a wall that you can tie off to if you have to. We're going by because it's pretty windy. It's starting to get darker, and there's rain in the forecast, so we're gonna see if we can get into a marina south of here. Most of the slips are filled, but there may be a couple of people leaving, they said, so we'll see.
Actually out in real life saltwater right now. We have entered Mobile Bay, just passed through the thriving metropolis of Mobile, Alabama, and we are kind of out in sort of open water. Don't know if you can see them, but there's some fishermen in very small boats out there to our port side. But anyway, we are headed to Dog River area, a little south of Mobile, which is just down south of here and back off to the west. We're out in this main channel, which is quite narrow, so we've got to keep an eye on where we're at, because there's shallow depths on both sides of us here, but we're in 52 feet of water right here. And we fortunately got a spot and wrapped it next to our friends on Karma's Reward. John and Carmen said we can raft up to them in the marina that they're at today, because there is a storm coming. Looks like 30-mile-an-hour winds by later today, or at least tonight, and some pretty rough seas. Right now we've only got 1 to 2 foot seas, and this is the first time we've had Paradise and even this rough of conditions, and she's handling it really nicely. It's not bad at all. But anyway, that's what we're doing, and fortunately we'll be in a protected spot here in an hour and a half or so, and snugged in for the night.
Oh, now that smells good. Right from the city, the salty fresh air. Are those birds all over it? Ton of birds. Wow, they're just getting a free ride.
Tired of flapping. Take a ride. I think he's going where we want to go.
That's wild. Actually rafted. We're rafted up to our friends. Karma's Reward. Hi! Thank you, Karma's Reward, for letting us raft up to you so that we could get out of the stormy weather and into the Grand Mariner Marina somehow, away from the storm. So we were kind of concerned being out in this rainy, windy weather tonight, but we were so fortunate to have some looper buddy boats here, and so yay. We will see what we do for Thanksgiving. It's only in a few more days, but we're trying to plan our route now and get a battery. It looks cold, but it's actually warmer than it's been on all the rivers, except for that day we left. That one day we were up in Wisconsin before we left on the loop. It's supposed to rain, even though it's really warm. It's tropical. Made it to what is this? I totally forget where we're at.